Do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant who came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you know.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings.
Bradley Pinion.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And off we go from Minneapolis. This return starts at the 5. That's a good look on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Complete to Diggs out left. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 16
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Toss now to the short side. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
That's another
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
39-yard line.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Completed over the middle. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds, 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Falcons nothing.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's Carter on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 3rd down.
And
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Mooney will go in motion left. They'll air it out on third. That one complete to Pitts. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Shotgun snap and give to Robinson. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Now looking to throw. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So second down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for third down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Now they send their back in motion right. Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's first and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll throw it here on first. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe, but starts pushing into Vikings territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On second down, Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with third down and 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
He's going to throw it. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
On fourth down and 5, the offense staying out there. Fourth down, pass coming. He's to his running back, and he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. How about 19 yards on fourth down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Carter here from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Tackled at the 25.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw now. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go, set.
Here's Robinson. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. They got a handful on the play. Now need a handful more. 5 yards on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Looking to throw here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal. He's dropping back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. Extra point by Cooper is up and good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, because he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Got it. Ready?
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Bravo 80.
3rd and long for him here. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to be sent out of bounds to end a great pickup, but somehow did not pick up the first. It's going to be 4th down coming up.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
So 4th down on heads, Braden Mann for the punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He had it for a moment, but but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
There's a big part of me that even through all these interceptions this year appreciates the gunslinging nature of this rookie quarterback. But the other side of me knows that when you get a narrative written about you and you become turnover prone, that can be a really tough narrative to change.
Play action, McCarthy. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Falcons 7.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's Carter on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Got a man. It's Drake London. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Another carry for Robinson. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. McCarthy throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Even 5 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, shot. 19.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Hits his running back. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down from the 42. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Toss play, short side. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 2, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. quick throw, taken in by Diggs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
McCarthy's pass complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Back to the air, McCarthy. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's Carter on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They'll throw to begin this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So it's 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll get it to him inside. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's Carter on the return. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you set the table for more.
1st down, play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. I'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
The Vikings into the nickel for this third down play. To the air on third and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Vikings holding the lead at US Bank Stadium. First and 10 from the 32. McCarthy looking to throw. Caught by his back. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing again now. McCarthy. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Setting up the screen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Offense in a hurry up here.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Looking inside the red zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. throw here for McCarthy. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. So they'll decline this and take the results. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. That one intended for Drake London. So that brings up 2nd down. One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. We look underneath here. Robinson. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's Carter on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you at first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
And 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting us up to the 41. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. In the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Look to throw. Outside, wheeled in by Pitts. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
So 1st down from the 41. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Falcons first down. A gain of 16 yards.
London going in motion left.
Falcon first down.
Throwing now on first down. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's second down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right. It certainly wasn't.
Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Shotgun handoff to Carter. And he's going to make it in for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And the slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings.
Set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. A gain there of 11. First down, Minnesota.
36-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And I don't think he got that wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On the ground is Mason. And he is going to have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First little power football here on 3rd and short. They bring in some extra bulk up front, and they just run this ball straight at the defense. Challenge them in a gotta-have-it moment. Can you stop us? And in this case, the answer was no.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give up the middle. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back, because right now, the defense has no answers to stop them.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Vikings. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And when things have haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Carter on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He'll manage only a couple. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Hoping the receiver couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down
and 7.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Start on the ground, and they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And the Vikings,
they get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. On the move, past the 40. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 29.
18-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Here's a run. Down fallen to the floor. It'll be second and goal.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often,
that one, take it in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Reichard good with the extra point. The Vikings move out on top, 14-0.
Falcons, nothing.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. Carter on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Back to throw. Good throw taken by Pitts. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
First down. 2 yards on the play. First down.
He'll drop to throw. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it second down and 2. Here's Robinson. He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Mooney in motion. Now this time they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Gain of 17 yards.
Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9.
At the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
Mooney in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. To the goal line and in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcons.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready? 19, Cougar 19, 19, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
To throw, it's McCarthy. That's to our tight end, Devin Bartholomew. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now a toss play, running left. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
60 vices, 60 vices. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. Ready?
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd down and 9.
Go! 60 Bobcats, Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so they're going to end up losing a couple of yards. Not a good first down.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Ready up. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. 70.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That is incomplete. There's no way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hopkinson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
a bit of a
6.
quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6. Now McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Clark Phillips. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings 17-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Mooney in motion. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
They'll run with Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up 1st and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them.
And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. To the sideline. Nice job. They pull that one in, but that is still well short of a 1st down. 4th down. The Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Falcons are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
From his end zone, here's Isaiah Rodgers. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. It'll be back up now to start this drive. It'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Ready, ready.
And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
Justin Jefferson. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 65, 65, 65.
To throw is McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hopkinson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Another run here for Robinson.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's McCarthy. A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
At the 20-yard line.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stick with him again. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
At the 15-yard line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Raptor, 18 Cougar, 19 Lion.
They'll go with him again. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Run it here with Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing now from the gun. And the rush gets he'll go down. They got him. Jonathan Grenard. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. A great connection there. He's going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards.
1st and 10.
First down, Atlanta.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 11 yards as they move the chains.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are back within 4. It's 21-17. To stop it here, we have an injured Viking to tend to. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Here's the toss as they look to run. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Heading out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the set.
2nd and 7. They'll fake the give. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. James Pierce. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his 1st on the year.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with it. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Carter on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
London brought in motion. A gift, and here comes Robinson. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
28 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Vikings' 43-yard line.
That's to Mooney, complete right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
First down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. Well, it's brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Give left side. Here's Williams.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's hauled in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
First down.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
Robinson. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Williams trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The 3rd down.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside the own red zone.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of
They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Minnesota. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's in! Touchdown, Minnesota. At his second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Falcons 17.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. Carter on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. Into the secondary, past the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
On the jump.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At the 37-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
3rd and 7.
Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
31-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback, getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
32-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the Vikings. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I got
stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Get something to eat, go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you around if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be